In this video, we will work with Liquid Page Rules, which is another new feature of Indesign CS6. Liquid Page Rules make it easier to design content for multiple page sizes, orientations, or devices. Applying Liquid Page Rules will determine how the objects in your document are adapted when you create an alternate layout, like we did in the previous video, and we change the page size, change the page orientation, or the aspect ratio. For example, you may have noticed in the previous video that we were required to manually adjust the sizes and positioning of the objects on the first page of our brochure after we created an alternate layout. This can be time-consuming and frustrating, so understanding liquid layout rules can be very important. To demonstrate liquid page rules, I'm going to select the Page tool within the toolbar. When I do so, notice that a blue border with sizing handles is displayed on the page. As I mentioned in one of the first chapters in this series, Indesign CS6 allows you to resize pages by using sizing handles. Right now, if I were to simply try and resize the page, notice that when I let go of my mouse, the page size will snap back into place. If you'd like this resizing to stick, you must hold down the Alt key on a PC or the Opt key on a Mac when you drag. After releasing the left mouse button, you'll notice that although the page was resized, nothing happens to the rest of the objects on the page. This is where the liquid page rules, which are displayed in the control panel in a drop-down menu, come into play. We'll review each of these options one at a time. First, I'm going to select Scale from the drop-down menu. Now, when I resize the page, notice what happens to all of the objects on it. When we have applied the Scale Liquid Page rule, all the objects in the page are scaled as well so that the change in page size is accommodated. Next, I'm going to select Recenter. Recenter will keep all objects within the page centered. This doesn't help us much if we're going to be making the page smaller, but notice what happens when I resize the page to make it larger. All the objects on the page remain centered. Now I'm going to skip the object-based and guide-based settings and save them for a separate discussion in the next video. And I'm going to review Control by Master, which is the default setting. Control by Master means that this page will have any liquid layout page rules applied to it that are applied to the master page. So to demonstrate, I'm going to create a new master page that has the Scale Liquid Page rule applied to it. So as you can see, once this new master has been created, I just simply select the Pages tool and then select Scale from the drop-down menu. Now I'm going to move back to the page within our document. I'm going to apply the new master page to my alternate layout. Notice now when I select the Page tool and select a page, I can see the Control by Master is listed in the Liquid Page rule. When I resize the document, notice that all of my objects are scaling along with the page. The option within this page is Control by Master, but because the master has been applied with the Scale option, Scale is what's being applied here. This concludes our tutorial on working with Liquid Page rules. For a detailed look into how to use object and guide-based Liquid Page rules, continue on with the next video in this chapter.